So these are the very reasons and findings to not a single person is my divine partner. First, let's start off with Blue being Faith Element as he fucked off right after 2 weeks of meeting, not a phone number, nothing. Gone far, far away without news or anything of where his whereabouts was. The moment that his news seemingly seemed to pop up was towards the engagement of year 2016, which was when I started searching for him all over the internet, and I had found a modeling picture in Los Angeles with his very name, Blue Ribo. Supposedly he had what appeared looking like fangs as his tooth in his modeling picture. Nothing much ever after. Supposedly he is blood type AB neg, and that is what I had gotten a message about around year 2000 and supposedly 17 or 18. Then we'll talk about Dead Element, which is the obvious. I am sleeping with the supposed dream guy that is not really my dream guy, is it? Because the dream guy that I sleep with, lay next to, or inside of, or with, is fucking someone else. Right in front of my very eyes, as the universe had flat out told me he is fucking someone else. Third, we'll talk about Death Element, the trials, the tries of him hopping to come and see me failed and failed and failed. So that's not gonna happen. Then Brain Element as Brainiac. Obviously, St. Monica, St. Bernard, Brainiac, Monica Bryan. It's not, because he's blood type O, I'm blood type B, right? So that's not gonna be it. It's obvious that he is mentally connected so my brain can function and work proper. Then we'll talk about Jesus. Jesus is with someone else. As Jesus rose from the dead, obviously it meant he got with Rose Mary. Not a real Rose, but Rosemary, right? As every woman's vagina is symbolically a flower and a men's is a mushroom. Then we'll talk about John. So if I did wed John, you fucking killed me, erased my memory, made me a fucking kid. Obviously, Love's not gonna love Dick for the rest of her life only, is she? Since she made a bunch of fucking people faggots, electrocuted, all over hospitals, shit like that. So that's not it, right? Then we'll talk about Jeffrey Cudd. Is Love gonna love land? So we only have land, no space, right? Then we'll talk about Correction. Correction and I did not make it in year 2011 because some weird voodoo witchcraft dark side shit. Then we'll talk about Balthazar, the given soul element, vampire, brother, since 4 years old, and he is not mateable as in making children with. Which means we don't have a fucking future with each other. We would have to adopt and adopt and adopt someone else's, and who the fuck wants to give? Then we'll talk about Satan. He walked out, he said, hey, do you want me, in Thai language? Meaningly, seemingly, do you want your species? First of all, why was I thrown out, tossed out from my very own species? Were you all fucking someone else? This and that person is gonna love this and that person. Go to the next and the next and the next person. As obviously, I forget, right? And then I got a fur dog, right? And you're gonna talk shit and say I'm fucking my dog. Then we'll look at Zorg. Obviously, Zach, Blood Type O, Faith, God. Obviously, he's a fag, right? So there's absolutely not a single person. The dime is someone else's, right? It was given, purchased for someone else first, right? So it's someone else's. You're all someone else's. At the end of the day, you're gonna call me a fucking kid, so I'd be fucking a midget, right? And the midget's still someone else's. So, summarize this all up. 2 guys fucking 1 chick. That's what you told me in 2016, correct? Sum that up. Who the fuck wants to fuck any of you? When you're all fucking someone else?